Morning. It's a pretty picture. It's a pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, kind of girl I like to meet. Pretty woman, pretty, I can make you love me. No matter what I do, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, oh, Ken Gary Moore, down, I'm going to share that's a good one, down, the way he plays the notes, Ken, yeah. Ken, if I was to, the dream, right, there's multiple dreams. I have a dream, I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. And what I see when I look in the mirror really inspires me. I believe in angels when I know the time is right for me. Cross the stream, I've crossed many a stream. I have stream of consciousness. Have a dream, yeah. I guess what all those people were saying, the creatives, when they were saying all those, posting up those memes, back when the energy was high, getting the momentum, before everybody got depressed and fucked up and zombified because of the AI thing, right? There was a lot of good energy in the creative community, to which I was plugged in. I still am plugged in a sense, right? But you can be too plugged. Can you be too plugged in? Art meets philosophy, meets maths, meets science, meets music, yeah, all this good stuff, yeah. This is wrong as well, isn't it? Yeah. I'll do 100 videos a day, Ken, with my huge creative life force, right? 100 videos, motivational speech, I'll do a sermon, I'll do a fucking David Goggins-esque thing, but I didn't even know about him, so I did it independently also. Fucking, what's his name? Cassette Boy. I did it independently. I didn't even Cam just connected. All those guys, were connecting with the energy of the universe. They weren't going, oh, I think I'll become a cassette boy because I copy someone else. But no, I'm not a paint by numbers dickhead. Okay, I might quote this and that. You know, like quote George Carlin when I say, oh, I believe in angels. What about demons? What about them? You know, to quote George, you know, I'll not just rip somebody's stuff off without. Occasionally I've done that, you know. Because to quote Hingaby, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. I think that's what we tried to try and create something original, you know. But I didn't I, when I said the rest is just detail, you know. That was an Einstein quote, so I guess I must be Einstein, you know. I mean, Charles Jenks, right, in the Garden of Cosmic Speculation, right, it's open once a year. All his stuff, he's trying to be a clever arse, masculine peacock, look at me, I'm a big phallic dick of this, that, and the next. He does that thing of architecture meets engineering, meets math, meets philosophy, meets art, science. He tries to embodies intersecting loads of different areas, to quote Ralph Jessup up at the Crichton. None of the disciplines talk to each other. He tried to do that. Not try, but, you know, hello, jack of all trades is a master of none. No, butchering the quote, which says, a jack of all trades and a master of none is often better than a master of one, or something like that. It comes from a Shakespeare play, right? I read much Shakespeare because the language barrier put me off, right? But Merchant of Venice, sorry I offended Jew, hath not an eye, hath not a Jew. I think it's the Jews. The conspiracy is it the Jews? You can't say that. That's the thing, innit? The Jews. You can't. If you happen to be a Jew, a lot of the Jews probably do run the world, right? But you're not anti-Semitic. Semite. Again, there's nothing. Semite. I'm just quoting David Icke, right? The Jew thing. Anti-Semite. Anti-Semitism. Who started that? Semite, do we not analyse and think for ourselves? Semite is a different thing to the, you know, wisdom is knowing how little you know. I'd always reserve judgment. I don't know what I know. So I'll go, right, Zionism and Jews, can I slug off the Jews? Right, what if they need to be slagged off? What if they're doing shit that isn't good, right? That would be a glorious shield that the Jews could then use to do anything, isn't it? To be able to say, oh, you can't say anything anti-Jewish because of the war, right? Because the persecution of the Jews by Hitler, right? So you can't slag off the Jews. What if they need to be slagged off? What if you're doing nefarious bullshit, right? Does that mean you're a dick for holding them to task? If you know, again, not all Jews are for Zionism. Conflating different things. Not all Zionism isn't it? Not all Jews are for Zionism. Yeah, it's a different thing. You know, all this kind of thing. Can we not just be normal? People try to control the world. David Icke was right, wasn't he? He said there's a nefarious elite try to control everybody. Yeah, I think that's true. And then people would debate as to the exact characterization of what that power elite actually is, and who does actually what, because that's the thing, these conspiracy things, they're doing this and they're doing that. Well, who's they? You can't just say they. It's like saying, they always do. We need to, but people didn't have the time to quote Leo when he was saying, you know, we didn't have the time. People are on the hamster wheel. The capitalism system wants us on the hamster wheel, keep us in. So they didn't take enough time to take a step back and go, we're all being played off against each other, mere commodities in an human beings being reduced to, human relations being reduced to an exchange value. What can I get out of you? You gave me £4, Bill. You only gave me £4, but I gave you. How about we give, and so I think that's one of the key things about the Marxism thing, isn't it? Is the fact that the use value versus, I did read some of it. Butchered it. I did skim read some of the stuff. It's your value is not being valued. It's been undervalued. It's been the wealth has been trolled. The game is rigged. That kind of. But anyway, what's the point of this? I believe in it. So like Charles Jenks does all the different disciplines all intersect. I think that'd be my job. Hello, lateral thinking. Let's talk about something. Oh, that relates to that. Shedding light on something. Yeah, that's quite good. But the algorithm doesn't, does it? I've got my computer working again, so I might be able to sit and edit. Do the talk. I think here you go. I could join TikTok and become but fuck TikTok. That's bullshit. It's just advertising horse shit as well. It's just a platform for, again, they're trolling, sucking off the energy, sucking off the efforts and energy. That's the key. That's the common theme in it. Whatever you do, your energy gets sucked off you in relations with people in your life, family, friends, maybe, and your job. Your use value is not the energy is getting sucked out. You're not getting paid for what you actually do. People are, and whatever. And then in my videos, of course, you will take 1.8 thousand videos, right? And I think some of the content's good, right? It's like, hello, we're supposed to be like, is it alright to be an individual? Resist the homogenization of being an advertising friendly wank content creator to please the. It all gets co-opted. Whatever the word is. YouTube started off as a weird and wonderful playground for anything goes, and then it just became, oh, there's a surprise. Then we got them addicted, we got them pulled in, and then we'll put the advertising in because some dickhead. There's a money-making experience. We can suck off all of it, and then they brought in the algorithm to make it even worse. Anything good, like. Anything that's good starts off good, and then some cunt capitalist comes on board, takes over and ruins it. Yeah. Anything else? I was just talking to the women at the library, and they were doing the weeding, and I said, I'll help out. People's Project, Castle Dykes, who does the weeding? Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. Why am I talking to folk? Why am I man, talk to some fucking old lady doing the fucking weeding? Maybe I could help out for half an hour. Maybe I pulled out a few weeds. Well done. Hero, local hero, yeah. Wow. Where's my fucking pay can? Cost the other day, £4.15 for a hot chocolate, no marshmallows and no cream, £4.15, fuck off. So I think what I'm going to do, I think that is the point, it's time to knuckle down and go on hunger strike and get to anorexic supermodel junkie athlete, right, and fuck takeaway, fuck booze, fuck giving out money, go to Farm Foods, get frozen sausages and some rolls and some cheap butter and hot chocolate. You can probably get chocolate for like 79p, and then one hot chocolate would be like 1.5 pence. If you add on the hot water, probably 3 pence, right? Cucumber and soft cheese sandwiches out in the bike run. Fuck stopping at a shite cafe and overpriced. £7.50 for a sausage and bacon roll and a coffee at the stove the other day. A nice sofa. Things are getting worse and we're expected to pay more. Fuck you. So I think I'll be taking it easy at work, plodding away. I'm not going to be blasting out a big effort to get... I should be getting paid at least 20 quid an hour because I'm not fucking good. I mean, anyone else can. Tarzan on a bike. Hang them. Hang yourself. Give them enough rope to hang yourself on and hang yourself. No, you hang yourself, whatever.